Hello guys, welcome to today's video. So in today's video, I'll be giving you options you can have in terms of a mortgage deposit and also how you can evidence it once you've got it. We all know that saving up for a deposit is the most difficult part of buying a house. Sometimes it can take years and years of saving to reach that goal. It took me forever just to come up with 10% of the deposit that I needed. I know it can be difficult to save, especially when you have so many competing priorities. But if buying a house is one of your top priorities, saving money is one of the things that you're going to have to learn how to do. You can check out one of my saving videos up above, and it will show you how you can go about saving. Now that you have that deposit, life is exciting. You're gonna buy your first house. You have the cash. You're ready to pounce on the bank. It's got nothing on you. Life is good. What next? Apart from the fact that the deposit is yours, the cash is yours, the bank has questions. They have questions about the origin of your money. Did you work for it? Did you borrow it? Where did it come from? How did you come up with it? These are some of the questions they are interested in. And you'll be expected to give answers, but with evidence. So how do you do this? First, if you're working or you're self-employed and you've raised money through saving up little by little, the bank will want to see cash building up in your bank account over a period of time. They'll be asking for bank statements, which have to show money coming in from your job or any other legal source. The balance has to have been slowly growing and increasing over time in your account. That's one way. The other way is if you've raised money by selling property or other assets such as a car, land, or any other legal sources, and you've received a lump sum, the bank will ask you to provide evidence in the form of ownership documents. You have to prove that whatever you sold belonged to you. You'll be asked to give this in alongside your statement showing the money received from the sale. They will also ask you for a copy of the completion statement once the sale has been finalized. Although make sure the profit is not undercharged and there is evidence of money in your account at the time of completion. Moving on. So, what if you already have a house and say you're releasing equity from it to fund the deposit for a second house? How do you go about it? Well, you will not be required to provide evidence if you're negotiating a larger mortgage to cover both houses, so long as the same bank is dealing with both, the first house and the second house. Because they'll already be knowing your situation, but they'll still ask for evidence whether you'll be able to afford the repayments for a larger or second mortgage. So if you're buying another house on top of the one you released the equity from, they will assess you by calculating your debt to income ratio. You can also get a deposit through an inheritance. I know this is an unfortunate event, but sometimes it's a silver lining. If you're one of the few to fund a deposit this way, then you need to provide a certificate of inheritance. Your executor will give you this and it will state how much you're receiving as a beneficiary. And you will also need to provide a copy of your bank statement that shows that money has been transferred from their account into your own bank accounts. Another way people get money is through family. Banks are happy if you're gifted a deposit, but only from close family members such as parents, grandparents, your brothers or sisters. Generally speaking, gifts must come from only blood relatives. Gifts from more distant relatives such as aunties, uncles, step-parents or cousins will be declined. So be careful. You'll be checked and you'll be scrutinized. You will also need a lawyer and a legal agreement confirming that the money given to you was just a gift and that you don't need to pay it back. You will need to detail the value of the gift and provide a signature by all parties, confirming that the person who gave you the gift has no rights over the property, has no right over the house. If the money you're using to buy a house came from overseas, say you sold a house in Uganda or wherever, it will need to have come from an established bank account. The money has to be legitimately traced with no suspicions of fraud or laundering. Proof to this can be provided in a similar way to savings, with you providing copies of statements showing regular in-payments. What if you're one of those people who played the lottery and you are the lucky one, and now you want to use your winnings as a deposit towards your house? Well, you're going to need to provide a receipt confirming the amount you won and how you actually came to win it. The bank will ask you for a copy of a statement showing the money coming in from the lotto company. But be careful if you overplay the lottery, because this will mean that you're a regular gambler. And if the bank notices your gambling habit, then you, my dear, you are in trouble. They might reject you for buying too many lottery tickets or hit you with a less favorable deal with a higher interest. Because to them, you'll be considered a risk. You might gamble your home away when they are not even aware. So they are very picky on that. So, if your cash hasn't been sourced by any other options and cannot be traced, it cannot be used for a deposit. Don't even go there, as it can taint the whole account, meaning that you can never use it to buy a house anywhere in the country. On a more serious note, the bank might even call the police on you. But if you must, first speak to your lawyer. As we come to the end of the video, the most important thing you need to do is to talk to your lawyer or mortgage broker. If you're not sure about your mortgage deposit or how to evidence it, those are the two people you need to speak to. They're always in the know and they can match you with a bank willing to accept the deposit that you have. Thanks for watching, and as usual, I shall see you in the next video.